Once was a land of woe and strife, where the people were bereft of hope. They prayed to their gods of might and light to deliver the heroes of old. Instead they got heroes. Did you hear the quotes in my voice of moral ambiguity? They may help or may not help you at all, depends on what's in it for them. They kick and they punch and they maul and they smash, they lie and they scheme and they burn and they slash. Succeed or fail, it adds to the tale. Dungeons and Debacle starts now. Hello and welcome to this episode of the Dungeons and Debacles podcast. I am your host and dungeon master, Kevin. Going around the table, Blake.
Hi, I'm Blake, and I'll be playing Juliet, the Dragonborn fighter.
And Caleb.
Hi, I'm Caleb, and I'm going to be playing Gwen, the druid.
And Shane.
Hi, I'm Shane, and I'm a dork that shoots people with a crossbow.
Bullshit.
I'm a bard lawyer who doesn't talk.
I would like to see that character, I'm not gonna lie.
Bard lawyer. I'd watch that. Like it'd be
who can't talk.
And John.
I'm John, and I am running Alunodas, an Elven monk.
And Oliver.
I am going to be playing Edel Belmont, the evil paladin.
Alright, so the last time we left you guys, let's see, Alexander and Juliet had looted the corpses of Tivit and Aminati, and returned back to the town of Kala to await instructions from Sish. As they entered the town, they were confronted by the guards and brought to Captain Treyas for interrogation. Turns out that Vito had gone back to the town and told the authorities what happened in the woods. And
that piece of shit. A piece of human garbage. He's not even human.
Not even human.
So the word had spread, and there was a confrontation between Juliet and Alexander and Captain Treyas. There was some lies exchanged, and Captain Treyas decided to hold them over for a more official conversation. They were taken to the dungeons, where they were rescued a few hours later by Alunodas and Gwenny. They avoided a confrontation with the guards by Alexander disguising himself as a guard and throwing the other guards off track. They were able to get down in sewers and find a Red Talon safe house where they were lying low. They met the head of that safe house, Davik, and then the last that you'd heard a couple of days later as you're lying low, Davik comes into the room and tells you that you have a mission. And that mission is to destroy the priesthood of Erathis. So where we find yourselves now is down in the basement of the safe house where you guys have been hiding out. And Davik comes down the steps, and behind him is this, what's your race again, Oliver?
Oh, me?
Mm-hmm.
Let me double check, because I don't want to be like, I'm a
sure he's
blah,
a
blah,
dwarf.
blah.
It's
I'm
half
pretty sure I'm like a half-dwarf. Yeah, half-dwarf.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
So, you are falling behind Davik, and so Oliver, explain to us what the rest of the party sees when they see you.
They see a very almost attractive half-dwarf with a dope evil goatee. So he's a half-dwarf paladin. He's in, I believe, chainmail. He looks kind of rich, like he came from royalty or something, or at least money. Black hair, red eyes, and very angular face. How's that?
Okay.
It's good.
I'm not great at descriptions,
So, you're both walking down the steps into this basement, and Davik turns to the party and says, Edel has just returned with orders from Sish. The priests of Erathis are a blight on the mistress's eye, and we must pluck it out. We're tasked with taking down the temple. This is a bold statement for us, taking down a temple dedicated to civilization in one of the major cities of Suel. Alunodas and Gwendolyn, you'll be taking the lead on this because I know you. Sis vouches for Alexander and Juliet, but I don't trust you. Yet. Until recently, you were working with Colin. Juliet was a guard. You'll have to earn my trust. So here's the plan. There are sewers that run under the temple and into their latrine. I know it's not the most elegant of entrances, but it will allow you to bypass the guards at the gate and enter in unseen. That is, unless some old priest has to relieve himself in the middle of the night. You'll go in after midnight and slaughter the priests in their sleep and burn the temple to the ground. We've procured for you some alchemist fire. Set it down, break the seal, and you'll have a couple of minutes before it catches fire. Or break it and it will explode when it hits the ground. It's a simple enough plan. Is there any questions?
How are we going to know the time of day while we're down there?
What?
Well, we have to go in at around midnight, right? I don't think there's going to be any sun or anything coming through the latrine.
Are you just gonna wait in a shithole for like 6 hours?
Well, I guess we have instructions to where we need to go. It just seems...
I grab an egg timer off of the kitchen
yeah,
counter.
there you go.
You'll know what time of day it is before you leave.
All right, fair enough. I just don't
You're
want to be
gonna
walking
live in
half
the
an hour through the sewers.
It shouldn't take you more than an hour to get there from here.
Well, I guess that works for me then.
You ruined his Ocean's 11 speech. And that's your job, Timmy. But how will we know what time it is?
Oh, speaking of time.
Synchronized.
Keep going.
Synchronized sundials.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Do we have a good map of a map of the premises or where we're going?
Alunodas and Gwendolyn have been in this city for a while, and they've been walking around down in the sewers, so they know them pretty well. They'll know exactly how to get there.
And a way to get out too, I presume.
You probably, I would think, be going back down in the sewers.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Christ.
Wow, welcome, dude.
Or anyway, if you want to come busting out the door and cause a ruckus in the street, that's up to you too.
Do you have any hoods? Just in case that happens?
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Yes, we have some red talon robes that hoods that would fit you.
Yeah,
I was actually
I'll take
thinking
some of
about clerical style robes so that we could look dressed like
Fools of Erathis.
Yes.
So what's our goal right now?
They don't have those, but with some time and a high enough check, I'm going to say maybe performance. You could put those together.
I'll have a go at it.
Okay.
So what are we doing right now?
I got a 3. I'm not good at
Nice.
tailors.
Yeah. So you
I'm not a good tailor.
you work on this robe, and it looks like something a kindergartner would put together.
He puts it on upside down.
I burn it.
But you think it's great.
Great. Of course I do.
I've been to so many wedding parties or whatever they are that I make a toilet paper robe out of toilet paper, and it looks just like a wedding dress. I mean, a
Toilet paper.
robe.
Sounds good.
All right.
Someone help me with mine.
Does anybody else want to try? Alexander would have the performance check.
Yes. That's me.
See,
Hell
this
yeah.
way, I'm hoping that we can get in and get close enough to maybe loot the dirty coffers of these charlatans before we burn their temple down around their ears.
Yeah, it's a temple. They've probably got some fun little trinkets and gold in there.
Don't forget about the books either.
Yep, plenty of books.
Gold,
so
you say?
Shane, looks like you've got a performance of 19, and Alunodas had a performance of 17, so I'm going to say that you can go ahead and make something pretty close to the robes that a priest of Erathis would wear.
Got it.
So what do you want to do now?
What's our goal with making these robes?
All right, so
They're disguises.
Yeah, I got that part. We're dressing up as the priest of Erathis. So what are we doing with the priest of Erathis? Are we trying to destroy him?
We are
Destroying
going
the
to
temple.
try and infiltrate the temple to get close to
We are
their
literally going to burn down the
storeroom
temple.
so that we can raid their coffers before we burn the temple down around their ears.
Got it. Okay, easy enough.
Let's put it under the base.
the red talon hoods or robes or whatever, are they immediately obvious?
They're
I
bright
don't
red.
know that they would be immediately obvious to, like, if someone was just wearing one of those cloaks. It's not like they've got, like, symbols or anything on it. They're just, like blood red. Where, that might not be unusual for someone to, be wearing a cloak that color. But if you had a group of, like, 5 or 6 people all wearing that same cloak, that would probably be kind of conspicuous.
It'd be like people wearing all white hoods.
Yeah,
I'm definitely grabbing one of those. It's more suspicious than priests of Erathis running. I can distract them if things go south.
And so Davik also says we're making a statement here, so make sure they know it was us.
So we should be wearing the red robes under our fake robes.
Either that or leave some sort of sign or sigil outside their gates.
That's what I was thinking.
So does the red talon have like some sort of sigil attached to it, or like some sort of symbol?
Oh yeah,
Something to stand for it?
Yeah, it's a downturned claw inside of a circle.
A talon.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, we could just leave like a
talon.
I don't know. I don't feel like a talon would be that easy to find.
Like a metal talon, like
Well,
right on the doorstep.
We could just draw the
You could
symbol in
carve
front
the
of the
symbol.
thing.
somewhere,
Yeah,
Yes.
But
Yeah.
we're burning it down.
in front of the building on the ground.
All right.
All right, so what are we doing? We gonna head there, or is there something else that you want to do first?
Let's go shopping first. I need some plate armor.
Let's collect some oil, flasks of oil, skins of oil to help the alchemist fire burn.
Skins of oil?
Yes.
What's skin?
Like
Yeah,
the
like-
water
Is it in a
skin.
wine skin? No, it's just a sack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It's
just
a-
like bag water all over.
Okay. Bag water. I love it. That's what I'm going to call it from now on. You got
It's
any
like-
bag water?
It's like box wine, but
Yeah.
So Davik says you have access to anything that we have. So
Any
torches,
plate armor?
oil. No, we don't.
Do we have a floor plan?
You do not. But I would
Yep.
say Juliet has probably been in the temple before as a guard.
all right, Juliet, tell us all about it.
Well, you see, there's ceilings and walls and floors. And there's a shrine.
Okay.
And
Is
this
there-
is a door?
Is there a
Is it a
person in
large
the
temple?
town that keeps? Yeah. How big is the temple? Is it like a huge monastery?
The temple is probably it's one story, and its footprint is probably I'm going to say the front of it is probably 60 feet wide, and it's probably 100 feet long.
So 5 rooms by 8.
Okay. Hey, Juliet. So, can we assume that she's been inside the general area of like inside of the building?
She would have been in like the common rooms of the temple.
Yeah.
So like the entryway, and the actual shrine inside of it.
Right. Is there? So, since it's like an old timey kind of universe, right? Would there be someone in the town that keeps a track of the blueprints of buildings?
Probably the clerk's office.
Where we've been at before?
Yep.
Or is it a different? Okay. I would like to go there. What time is it in the day at this point? Like midday?
Yeah, it's probably around 1 or 2.
Okay. Yeah, we could just break into the clerk's office and attempt to find the blueprint for the place to see if there's any hidden areas.
Goodies.
I'm saying that's a suggestion to everyone in the party.
I'm down.
This sounds excellent.
All right. So are you going now, or are you going to wait later in the day?
We'll wait until about like 7. So in the clerk's office, whenever we went before, did it seem like he lived there?
No, he did not. It's an office.
Okay, just want to make sure it wasn't like one of those places where like they had like a first story workplace and the top story housing area. Yeah, we could go about like 7 o'clock, 7, 8 o'clock. But
is there any pattern to the guards changing shifts or anything? Because I think that might be the best place to start. Just go at that point.
There appears to be 3 rotations every 8 hours. So the night rotation would probably be coming on around, I'm going to say 2
midnight.
Well, no, it would probably be around 4 o'clock, and then they switch at midnight.
Gotcha. Okay. I don't think we're gonna make that, but at least we'll have some time when we actually get there.
Yeah, so we could go attempt to find the blueprints at about like 8, 9 o'clock, and then do the big shebang at midnight whenever they're changing shifts.
Okay.
Was the plan.
I'm assuming, are you just going to walk out on the streets, or are you going to try to find your way through the nearest sewer grate to get there?
We can just go through the streets, back alleys.
I'm gonna put my robe away so no one sees that.
What I am going to need you to do is we're probably going to need to do a skill challenge to get there, because you are wanted in this town.
Oh shit. Am I?
You probably aren't known at this point, but Juliet and
They will.
Shane are
Even if we use our... Oh, excuse me.
Wanted criminals.
Yeah.
Yeah, even if we use our cloaks to hide our faces.
They still have our description,
right.
heights, and
We could chain you
a
up.
big fucking Dragonborn.
We could chain you up and pretend like we're taking you to like be executed.
Why?
The old Wookiee
That would not
prisoner
be
trick.
conspicuous.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, just bringing the prisoners to go rob a clerk's office.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to get the papers.
Okay, so
Yeah, we just go through the back alley. We'll do the skill challenge.
okay,
Fine.
so at this point, I'm probably only going to need these checks from Juliet and Alexander, because nobody's looking for the rest of this party.
You're a foolish
Shit.
greed.
Okay.
I would like to configure my cloak to cover my face with the hood.
Okay. I'm going to say that you are going to need... You're going to need 4 successes before you get 3 fails.
You got it. And so
So
we just have to... Yeah.
So I
Excuse
want you to pick a skill or some ability that you have with an explanation of how you are using it, and then roll.
Let's go with... I'll just start off. I feel like I'm lucky right now. I will go with... Famous last words. Sounds about right. I want to do performance, but I can't think of a good reason why performance would happen.
Well,
You're going
if
to act very natural.
You're acting correctly, so acting.
or you're using some sort of disguise. That would be your performance check.
Easy enough. Let's go like that.
11.
Yeah, that's going to be one fail.
Rip.
Here we go, boys. Let's see the natural ones.
That's how it's
Get all the
happening.
ones out of the way. Yeah.
Okay, so what are you doing, Juliet?
Can I use my help action?
No.
Ooh.
Well,
Fuck.
no, I'm yeah.
Yeah, no. I am going to make...
Athletics. Take the roofs.
No, I'm going to do an athletics check. I'm going to be... I don't know if parkour is the correct way to describe it, but climbing up areas over the roofs, it's probably pretty conspicuous, but it'll get me there faster.
Hey, roll it,
Take 'em in a
Batman.
straight line.
Roll it, Batman.
Nope.
Fat dragon.
Nope. So currently we have 0 successes and 2 fails.
That's wonderful. That's great.
See, 2 11s is 4 1s. We're doing great.
Yeah, I know, alright?
All right, Shane, you're up. So
That's
as you're
my
doing
name.
your parkour, someone notices you up on the roof and starts running to tell a guard.
All right, let's go.
I will attempt to just be inconspicuous and keep on going through. 22.
That is
Oh,
a
nice.
success.
Very well.
Finally.
You inconspicuous the hell out of that.
Where'd he go? It's like the Assassin's Creed White Hood thing. Where is he? I don't know.
Look at that, a Dragonborn over there.
That can't possibly be him.
All right, so now we've got 1 success and 2 fails. You need 3 more successes before you get 1 more fail.
Fantastic. I'm going to use a perception check to look where people are looking and avoid those spots. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Yep.
Okay. Hey, here we go, boys. 9 does not cut it.
Yeah. So that.
Why did you do a perception again?
He was looking
Why
for where they
not?
were looking so that he could avoid being looked at.
Why not just do another athletics check so you didn't have a modifier of 0?
That makes it super boring.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that is your last fail. So Shane and Juliet both give me perception checks. Well, everybody can give me a perception check.
Okay. Let me. Perception. I'm terrible at perception, so this should go well.
All right, so Alunodas and Gwenny, you will notice down the street that there is what appears to be a commoner talking to a guard and pointing in your direction.
Son of a bitch.
By the way, I do a passive of 13.
Yeah, that's not good enough.
Great.
You see this, what are you doing?
Foolish. We have been noticed. The guards are coming.
What are you
I
talking
approached the guard. I approached the guard
Oh, you son of a bitch. You should have just kept walking.
and
Oh, goddamn.
tell him that, point at Alunodas and say, this ruffian bumped me in the street and he won't apologize.
She's a foolish
Wow.
woman. She bumped into me.
And I will performance that, I guess.
Oh, wow.
Hey, that's not bad. Wow. This woman, she has bumped into me.
So the guard motions for the person, the commoner that was telling them that they think that they had spotted Juliet and Alexander. He motions to her, to just be quiet for a second, and he says to you, "Can't you two figure this out yourselves? I'm a guard. I'm not a marriage counselor."
Start a fight. Start a
Marriage.
fight. Start a fight.
She would never
Shut
be
up,
able
Oliver.
Kill them.
I want
Scalp
nothing
their
to do
children.
with this foolish woman. And Alunodas, turns on his heel and walks away in high dudgeon.
Enslave their children.
I demand an apology, and if the guard turns to look at anything but me, then I get
Shake
shrill
him.
and more
Shake
upset and like push my cleavage up a little bit.
The guard says, lady, calm down. I'm sure you're offended, but this isn't really something that I can help you with as a guard. You two need to work this out yourselves, or just ignore him and walk away. I really should have done that as Dr. Phil. Lady,
So does that give us
have
enough time to?
what you have to understand, lady, is this is not something that I can help you with as the town guard. This is something the two of you are going to have to work out in your relationship. I mean, everybody knows you can't feed ribs to a baby.
Also, I'm not a real doctor.
Yeah.
So does this give us enough time to like skedaddle away?
Give me, both of you, give me either an athletics or acrobatics check.
I'm gonna try and block his view with my body. Like I'm gonna shadow the fucking. Well, I'll try my best to. How tall is the Dragonborn?
I think she's
6.5
like,
feet.
6.5 feet.
So we're like little sex on the building. Though.
8?
No, 6'2". 6'2".
Okay, I think I'm 6'2". I'm 5'8", so
All right, so with a 16 and 23, I'm going to say that you are able to skedaddle out of there.
sweet.
I walk off in a huff.
Okay.
Calls out, I am sorry you were offended.
All right.
And he goes off down an alley.
All right, so I'm going to say after a while you are able to get to the clerk's office.
Sick.
So the clerk's office is in the government district. There's no guard on it per se, just because there's a lot of guards in the government district anyway. So how do you want to approach this? It's a
Does it have a back entrance?
it does. It's a one-story building that's probably 50 feet by 50 feet.
Okay, is the back entrance in a dark alleyway, or is it like connected to just an outside street?
The back entrance is in an alleyway.
Good.
I suggest that we go to the back entrance and just lockpick it there where no one can see us.
Are you sure? Are you
This is good.
100% sure about this plan that we did not plan for?
Yes.
I'm assuming you have lockpicking skills.
If I end up getting executed, they better hold my hair.
I mean, I would assume that one of you, as the red talons, would have such talons.
Nope, nobody played a rogue.
Nobody knows how to lockpick.
Nope.
That's not
Okay.
entirely true.
Okay,
I
is
could
there
smash it open.
are there any mage people in our group that chose to pick Muffle?
Mage people?
Muffle.
Yeah, Muffle.
And I love how you
spell.
say mage people.
I don't know. There's like 4 different mage classes.
Spellcasters.
A druid is not a mage caster.
Mage caster.
A mage caster.
Okay, so
Plus,
What-
Muffle's
what-
not a spell.
what
You're thinking of
resource?
Skyrim.
Yeah, I was about to say. I'm pretty sure that's not a spell.
I think it's something.
It's silence.
I feel like there's something similar.
It's
Silence,
called
10-foot
like
radius.
silence, but it's like a
what
level
do I
4
have?
spell.
Something. I don't have any.
Could
of
we
those.
try to quietly break the door in?
Why don't we just go in the entrance we're supposed to, which is like in the latrines? Like I don't like wandering and shit, but I also don't
We're
like
on
getting
somewhere
caught.
different.
We're
Okay.
doing a different break-in.
All right.
This is the pre-break-in.
Is there a glass window on said door?
And is there a brick nearby?
No, it's a solid wooden door.
Solid wooden door, you say?
I'm gonna check to see if it's actually locked.
Dragonborn.
Yes.
Trying to be Spanish.
Is it
and comes out
locked?
Russian.
It is actually not locked.
Sick. Just try the door and we're in. Easy enough.
Why are you
Anal
guys fucking
tries the
around with the
door.
lock? This isn't even like locked. I opened the door, you fucking idiots. God damn.
I look at him, and then I look at
You guys are all like
party.
around the lock, like on your
Yeah.
hands and knees looking at it, and I just opened the door.
Yeah, I actually
Elizabeth
rolled.
Ross pretends none of that happened.
Yeah, I actually rolled a 20 on that to see whether or not it was locked or not.
I love it. I just open it.
So apparently, the somebody had left out the back way and did not lock the door on, or forgot to lock the door on their way out.
I love it.
Sweet.
All right. So
We're in here.
okay.
All right.
We're in. You guys are like doing like just ninja rolls and failing at it.
We're in Mission Possible.
And I'm just like walking around like, why are you guys on the floor? There's no one here.
I'm imagining Tim Allen in Galaxy Quest when they're like walking along that path, and he's doing like all the rolls, and everybody's just like watching him. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
You guys ever watch the show?
so good.
All right, so you're in there. Everybody can give me a investigation check.
You got it.
I'm not very intelligent, but hell, it hasn't stopped anybody else from trying.
God damn it.
You guys are
14.
great today.
10.
I'm a dummy.
18.
Well done, Edel.
All right, so Edel is able to find the sections of blueprints of buildings in the city, and you come across the one that has the blueprints for the shrine. And let me load it up for you here.
The nobility are good with bureaucracy.
Easy.
Stand by.
See you guys, just as planned.
We're
Whoa.
good at this. That's a tiny shrine.
Oh, there we go.
Much bigger.
This doesn't look nice.
All right, so you're able to find the blueprints, and you open it up, and what you see appears to be an entryway. As you come in the main entrance of the shrine, there appears to be 2 storerooms toward the front of it. In the next room appears to be a dining area and a kitchen. And then below that appears to be barracks for the priests to live there.
Dormitories.
There appears to be a oval section at the end of the hallway that is the shrine to Erathis. And then there are 2 offices to the left and right off of the shrine. And the latrines, you'll notice, are beside the barracks on either end.
To come in.
Yeah, but where else are you going to put a latrine?
In the middle of the
Seems like a
shrine.
good place to put a latrine.
Latrines are so civilized, that should be right in the middle of the shrine.
There's just like some guy in the middle where that sun rune is, and then there's just
See
like
the black dot for the latrine? That's the black dot in the middle of the sun.
Come for the dump, stay for the religion.
yeah. It's a good slogan.
Please take this offering, Erathis.
You now have the blueprints. Are you going to take those with you, or are you just going to memorize them or get some sort of general idea? What else are we doing here?
Let's draw it out and then leave it.
Let's just take it and go.
Are you sure?
Well, as long as we do
we
it,
have to get caught.
if we do it tonight, we don't have to worry about it.
Well, it's evidence. If we just draw it out, we can like when we get done, we crumble it up and burn it with the alchemist fire, and then no one knows it was even gone.
Okay, but a pile of rubble made out of the building itself.
They're going to know that
evidence.
something happened to the shrine.
Yes, but I'm trying
We
to
want them
keep
to know it was us, so let's not be subtle and sneaky.
not specifically us, a cult.
You need to chill out. Okay, so let's just take it. Who cares?
Just an idea to, like, you know, if it were me and I'm not you, to rub it in their faces, put like draw a red talon or something inside that book where this used to be, or you could just leave it and
Put an IOU.
Yeah, and scribble a talon on it.
Yep, that sounds like a good idea.
Does anyone, should we go buy some spray paint?
You can tag it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's just carve a quick talent in the shelf and then take plans and go.
But we're burning it.
Who cares? Let's just get this on with.
All right, fine. God damn it.
Some people have places to be soon.
Fucking amateurs.
All right, so I'm going to say that this is probably, maybe like 7, 8 o'clock at night. The sun's getting ready to go down. Where you are right now. So if you're wanting to go in around midnight, you've got a couple hours to kill, but you know that it's probably going to take you an hour or so to get to the temple under the sewers, or you could try walking through the streets again, but you're in the government district.
Oh, great.
it's a
Let's
pretty
take the
good-
sewers this time.
Let's just walk through the military base this time.
Maybe we should get some inks or something. Because I don't want to carve something in the wall of a freaking church that's going to take
Okay.
forever.
So this shrine is like fucking made of wood, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, just a huge wood building. Got it.
Well, I mean, it's
So
got
make sure it
you know some stone accents and stuff like that, but the interior of it is definitely wood.
Okay. So my thinking right now is that we have to find a way to block the entrance so they can't get out. Because I doubt there's many windows, right? That are reachable by people.
There are no windows from the looks of it.
The windows that would be on it would be probably
Very high.
towards the front of the entrance, and then inside the actual shrine itself. There's probably the shrine itself it's much higher than the rest of the building, but there's no stories to it. So the oval spire that comes above that one-story building is probably 30 or 40 feet high, and there's like windows on the top of it that let light into the shrine.
Well, if we're sneaking in through the screens, couldn't we kill people there in those dormitories?
Why
And
would
then
we
light
want
fire to the thing?
Why? Why not just light on fire and go away?
Exactly.
I doubt they're going to be able to stop it.
They have barracks,
Because
so
we don't like them. But
If anything, they're going to be
Just a
burned
suggestion.
alive in the fire.
hopefully that's kind of the plan. We need to
Yeah.
probably lock the front door.
That's what I'm saying. We have to find a way to keep it closed from the outside,
Yeah,
because
so-
I'm sure it opens inward.
We could start a fire at the front door. That's
I
one
have
way.
an extra halberd. Do you want me to stick that somehow so it props the door closed?
I mean, I think we should just get a board and some nails, but all right.
But what I'm saying is that it opens into the inside of the building. So
Yeah.
to close it like that, you'd have to put it on the inside of the building to keep it closed.
well, they have the storerooms. If we stack everything up there and then light all that stuff on fire there in front of the door,
That's going to be pretty loud, though.
well, so is nailing the door shut. That's why I'm kind of suggesting that we kill these guys in their sleep before
That's probably the best plan.
Yeah, the
It's gonna
dead
be
don't
kinda
hear
hard.
too well.
You see what I foresee happening if we do that? So we start fighting, and then I would imagine that it causes a huge ass ruckus.
Exactly.
So do these people even have any fighting capabilities?
they have barracks, so yes.
they had Micah,
Yeah, I mean they're
Duggan.
you're pretty sure that there are some like low level priests in here, but you also know that the bishop of the priests would be in this building as well, which you were thinking is probably a bit higher level or more powerful of a cleric, and you're got a pretty good idea that there's also paladins in here.
Of course.
Okay, and so our mission is to just burn down this place and leave a message that it was us, right? That's our baseline mission, right?
Yep. And to kill as many of these priests as you can, whether you burn them alive or kill them in their sleep.
Okay, so
That's
I
pretty
feel
good.
like our best option would just be to start a fire in like one of the side things, like towards the middle of the hallway, or like on one of the side entrances, side doorways. And then by the time that it reaches the middle area and goes towards the people, they're all going to be sleeping, so I doubt many of them are going to wake up unless they're light sleepers.
I think that
Some of
also
them probably
depends on
died.
your stealth checks.
I'm not going to be moving a lot because I'm not exactly stealthy.
Okay. Do we have any oil on us?
We talked about this.
Did we? I wasn't part of it.
No,
We
don't.
do. We picked up oilskins.
Oh, okay.
And you also have alchemist fire.
Yeah.
And I have a moonbeam spell, which helps with saving throws, I believe, for anybody within the radius.
That'll be handy.
Yeah, we need to seal the door on the church. Does the
What if
church
we
have
just-
like a handle or a lock on front of it? That would make sense.
No, I mean, the lock wouldn't be on the outside. It would be on the inside. So basically, there would be, like one of those boards that go across the front of it if they had to barricade it in. But, this is a shrine. It's not made for it to be, like, locked to people to the outside.
I know.
Worshippers of Erathis can, come and go.
All right, I see what you mean.
Okay, what if we just come through the latrines, go bursting as quick as we can into the hallway between the two dormitories, drop the alchemist fire there to light it, and then just run out the front door into the nearest sewer?
I think our best bet is to put it at all entrances.
Where's the part that you seduced the casino owner's girlfriend who was your ex?
What the hell?
That is too perfect. Oh my god.
That is so
great.
exact.
So good.
So I suggest just walking the front door while making a little, like, no noise, pouring oil everywhere, setting on fire, and then leaving the place.
Mhm.
Like, it's not that hard. We don't have to
Yes,
fight
but
every
you're
single
warned.
person in this building. So what?
Motherfucker.
It's literally gonna take 40, like, less than 2 minutes. Walk inside, pour down the oil, put a torch on it, walk away.
So you don't want to raid the coffers?
I do.
No, I'm not trying to die / get caught. Like, our mission is just to burn this place down and leave a message.
No, it's not just burn a place. We have to kill the priests in here, all of them.
That has
Well,
to be a
There's
guarantee.
no windows and only one door. They've done
Who's our
most of the work
stealthiest
for us.
person?
Unless they go down the sewers, which we are not protecting anymore.
Hmm.
Exactly. And I guarantee you they know about them shitting holes. They know all about them shitting holes.
They're probably intimate with those intimately familiar
holes.
shall we say.
So we have to kill all of them?
As many as possible. If we get all of them, I'm sure we'll get extra credit.
Yeah, that's how you get your
But,
achievement.
like, what?
Exactly. Achievement
Okay.
unlocked. Murdered
Yeah,
everyone.
ding ding! You
Is
killed
there
all the
some-
priests of Erathis.
One person sneaks or waits in the front door area with the of the fire, the alchemist fire, spreading oil and so on. We start killing priests in their sleep, and the person up front either waits for us to finish that, or didn't mean to draw, waits for us to finish killing them all in their sleep, or if some of them wake up, waits for the sound of a ruckus, and then lights off the fire, runs back down and joins us, and we finish killing them and escape down the shitholes.
They make it sound so easy.
Yeah.
I feel like things are going to go
I'm
wrong.
going to need a decision here what you guys are going to do here pretty soon, because we could spend 3 hours trying to plot this out, and
Okay.
and then as soon as
so
you walk in, your plans are going to go to shit anyway. As soon as
Yeah, pretty much. So
I'm
my
gonna start
plan,
the shit, but-
walk in the door, pour oil everywhere while being sneaky, light it on fire, and then go outside and wait for people to run out. That's
And then
my
what?
option. Option number 1. And then we go away.
Okay, do we know if there's any guards outside, or...
We'll figure it out.
That time of night? I don't think so.
I mean, one of the things that Davik told you was, this place is guarded, so, his plan was for you guys to go in through the sewers. So,
I think that's our best option.
But the change of the guard is at midnight, and not so when they be walking towards the changeover point.
that's for the city guard. That's not, there's paladins that
right.
guard this place.
Whatever, I'm just gonna hop in whatever you guys are doing.
Who's
I'm
our
just-
stealthiest person?
Monk.
Cricket?
Yeah, I would say
Huh?
it's probably...
Monk has a dexterity of 16, but no proficiency in stealth.
I can turn my druid into a cat.
I have a 3 on stealth.
I would suggest a mouse.
Or a
I'm
mouse.
saying...
I would suggest...
Shane...
For the Disney fans in the room.
Yeah.
what's your dexterity, Shane?
My dexterity is a modifier of 2,
Okay.
14.
So your combined stealth is probably, what, a +5?
What do you mean? It's 3. I get 2 from my modifier and then 1 from Jack of all trades.
Oh, okay, I got you. He and Gwenny are probably going to be your stealthiest people.
Alright,
Seems good.
let's go in through the sewers.
We got it.
All right, so just to clarify, you guys are heading to the Temple of Erathis to get there after midnight, and you are coming up through the latrine, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Are those all
right.
priests?
Yep.
And they're
Are
all
they holding dildos?
Pickles.
maces.
Not quite.
That looks like a dildo.
You look like a dildo.
Thank you.
Anything's a dildo if you're...
Brave
You
enough.
believe hard. I like brave enough. They're like holding up a nail bat. And then it's just got
So we got
the
6
text
priests.
under it.
Looks like they're asleep.
Yeah, so for the listeners at home, our heroes have popped up through the latrines and the bottom right barracks of the shrine. Appears to be 6 priests inside this room asleep.
Okay.
All right, stealthy people, go ahead. Are they asleep? Correct.
Yeah, they're asleep.
I'm standing completely behind cover and as still as possible because I'm not moving. I'm too unstealthy.
Okay.
I'm gonna be there if the shit hits the fan hard enough. I'm the
I would
backup
like
guy.
to sneak in, pour oil everywhere, and then set it ablaze, and then come back in here and wait for people to try and come through this way to escape.
Okay, so
It's like
How many alchemist fires do we have?
you have 4 alchemist fires.
So
Okay.
is it just something that you throw down and it catches a blaze?
You
Uh,
can also like set a timer for it.
Yeah, so
Ah.
what Davik told you is you could pull the seal, there's a seal on it, and you can remove that, and then after a few minutes it'll explode as it's exposed to air, or you could just throw it down onto the ground and it will explode.
Okay. I would like to just go out there and attempt to put down some oil
Okay,
on the ground.
When
Is
you
everyone
say-
okay with this decision?
Yeah.
when you say go out there, are you talking about just this room?
Yeah, right, meow.
Okay, so I'm going to need you to make a stealth check.
Yeah. Wow. 10.
Oh.
You are going to walk out into this room, and you are going to stumble and smack your toe into this first bedpost to the right here.
Okay, I'll go along with that, but I personally feel
I wish he had a mop so he
That
could
is
talk his
that
way
bad.
into him being a janitor.
Hold on, what
Well,
did you say, Alexander?
I don't feel like a 10 is that bad, but I'll go along with it.
So you smack your toe in that, and you see this priest kind of like jerk in his sleep, like one of those like how you're having a dream and you dream you tripped over a log, and like
Yeah.
you jerk in bed. So he
Yeah.
kind of does that, but he's not like getting up out of bed or turning around.
I like.
Seems good. I cringe at my own clumsiness. I will. So where am I right now? At the entranceway right here?
You're right there.
Okay. I would like to attempt to walk to the entranceway.
Okay. So you get there.
Okay, that's better.
And the door is closed. And
Okay.
stealth of 15, I want to say you make it to the door and open the door without waking anyone
Right.
up.
Seems good. I'm gonna use this stealth to get into the other room. Peek out into the hallway and then attempt to go to the other room.
What's your vision? Like how far-
My perception?
It's
Your vision. It's nighttime.
well, I mean it's dim lighting in here. They've got the lights turned down low. How far can you see in dim
You
light?
got a nightlight on.
I'm pretty sure. Doesn't Shane have dark vision?
No.
Nope.
Oh, that's right. He's human. Oh fuck.
Weak, pathetic human.
So I'm going to say you could see about that far down.
It looks like if you zoom out, it just looks like 2 giant like Canadian testicles from South Park.
Okay. I would like to use that 19 stealth to get into this, to like right here.
Okay.
And then I would like to quietly pour oil while put an alchemist fire underneath one of their beds, and then pour oil while walking out.
It's like a trail.
Yeah, like a trail outside of the room.
Cool.
Okay.
Put some by the latrine.
So, quick question. So, are the
Don't put any by the
sewer-
latrine.
So, are the sewer things like connected? So, is it like this
Yes.
underneath? Okay. Yeah. So once we set a fire and they think that their way out is through the latrines, if they can't get out through the front entranceway, which they probably are, since we can't block it, we'll probably go ahead and kill anyone that jumps into the train since we can see them. So we're assuming that we're right here after I poured oil over here.
I don't know. You've got too many markings, and I can't tell where you are now.
He's in the middle of the hallway.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of the hallway.
Okay, I'm going to need you to make another stealth check to get out of the room.
And you accidentally deleted your character.
I love how he's still like a picture of bagpipes.
Is it too late for Gwenny to add like essential oils to the oil so that they're really relaxed as they die?
Fuck that! I'm about to just start beating them to death if you don't shut up.
Shut up.
Okay, so with a stealth of 9, after you enter out into the hallway, you're going to hear, "Who are you?"
Where does he hear it from?
Fuck.
And you are going to look to the north, and you are going to see appears to be a paladin with a shield and a longsword in full plate, looking right at you. Thanks for joining us for this episode of the Dungeons and Debacles podcast. A lot of people say this, but we really do want to hear from you. Are we shinier than a platinum piece? Or stankier than a kobold's loincloth? Let us know what you liked and didn't like. Everything helps this make a better podcast for you. Got an idea for monsters, items, and commercials? Let us know about it. You might hear it in the show. Find us on Facebook and Twitter at Dungeons and Debacles Podcast. We also have a website where you can learn more about the characters, lore, and maps of this world. You'll also find articles about Dungeons and Dragons and a whole lot more. Just search Dungeons and Debacles Podcast. Do you think the government of Luscane is spying on you and you don't have a social media account? Then email us at dungeondebacle@gmail.com. You can also check out the theme song and all the commercials you heard on the podcast on our YouTube account. Just search Dungeons and Debacles Podcast. New episodes come out every Sunday, so check your podcast app. And now a word from this week's sponsor. The hammer gets you what they owe. Have you been injured in a fight between a group of adventurers and town thugs? I'm Hamish the Hammer, and I can get you the gold you deserve. I was minding my own business when a fight spilled onto the streets. The next thing I know, an arrow hits me in the leg. I'm a stable hand and I need me legs. They had to cut it off when the road set in. That's a day I won't forget, that's for sure. The hammer got me the gold to give me a peg leg, in compensation for my time away from work. Thank you, Hamish. It's a story you hear every day. A man gets caught up in a fight that isn't his. Going to the town guard or petitioning the leader of your village takes too long when you need gold now. My professional team of negotiators gets to the root of the problem and persuades them to do the right thing. I don't get paid unless you do. Send a raven with a message about your problem to Luscane, care of Hamish the Hammer, for a free consultation. The hammer gets you what they owe.